Hello and welcome to this video where I'm going to talk through how to send personalized videos at scale using Pitchlane. So just for some context, we've booked 1,450 calls so far this year, and it's the 21st of May. Just to show you what that looks like, this is going to be the first call we booked this year, and these are all the calls that we've booked so far. And these are all through using personalized video outreach, and they're all through Pitchlane. Okay, so, and just to give some context on how many emails we're sending to get these done, this is the portfolio from the last 7 days, and we've booked 97 calls from sending out 24,000 emails, or rather we've reached out to 24,000 leads, and so our core booking rate per lead is 0.4%. Okay, so that's just to provide some context for where we're coming from when we're talking about sending out personalized videos at scale using Pitchlane. Now, I do want to note here that we're very aggressive with booking in calls, meaning that when we get a positive response from a prospect, we're going to go ahead and book in that call instead of sending them like a calendar link and getting them to book themselves in. So that'll be one of the reasons why this is quite a high call booking percentage. The goal of this video is to show you how you can shoot one video and personalize it at scale to get similar results to this above. And just for context, this is roughly what it looks like. So this is me doing email outreach for us, and the first email would say something like, "Howdy Lewis, we generate qualified discovery calls for agencies on a pay on results basis, and we guarantee closed deals. You can pick between 10 to 60 calls per month, and we'll go out and get them for you through personalized video outreach. You then only pay for the calls that actually show up for the meeting." So this is our offer, right? And then we send Lewis, in this case, a personalized video in the second email, and Lewis would hopefully click on this. It would open up in another page, and it would essentially play that video. So that's what the personalized video at scale looks like. And if you look through this, each prospect, I've only made the video once, but each prospect's going to get a slightly different video because it's overlaid with their website. And the way that I have spoken and done the script makes it feel somewhat personalized, even though you've only shot the video once. Okay, so the first step that I want to talk about is your sending infrastructure. So you can go extremely deep on this topic if you would like. I'm just going to show you what we do, and then an easier option if you want it to be simpler. So we send through SmartLead. You can also send through Instantly or Email Bison or whatever sending tool you want, but we use SmartLead. We recommend diversified email accounts. So what we do is we do 1/3 from one of our resellers called ColdSire, and I'll just show you what they look like. So we do 1/3 from these people. We then do another 1/3 from another company called Cheap Inboxes. So we do another 1/3 from these people, and we do 1/3 from MailReef. Now, I'm not going to tell you to use these people because you need to do your own research as to who you would like to use, but just to let you know, this is who we use. You can also just use the native SmartLead Smart Senders if you want to do a simpler setup, and they can help you diversify that way. Once you have your email accounts in SmartLead, you're going to want to warm the accounts for 2 weeks using the SmartLead warming pool. There's nothing wrong with it. That's what you should be doing. And then you want to just set it up so that the domains are forwarded to your main domain. So our domain is carrots not sticks, and we might go out and purchase, go carrotsnotsticks.com, let's say, and this domain, that is one of the ones that we've purchased, will forward to our domain. So we'll send out emails from Hawani at gocarrotsnotsticks.com, and then all of those domains will forward to our main domain there, right? When it comes to naming the email accounts, just be nice and simple with it. The name of the email account should be the name of the person who's going to make these personalized videos, so it's all a bit more congruent. So step 2 is you're going to need to get some data, and the data points you need, like the required data points to send out personalized videos at scale using Pitchlane, is you need first names, you need the email address, and you need their website URL. And I've got here, just make sure that when you're looking at these email addresses, they're verified email addresses. Otherwise, you are going to run into deliverability problems because there's going to be a lot of these that aren't real email addresses or they're outdated email addresses, and that's going to damage your email infrastructure. In order to get this data, we do a mixture of Google Maps scraping and Apollo. So when you're doing Google Maps scraping, we use Phantom Buster, and I'll show you what Phantom Buster looks like. The reason why we like to use Phantom Buster is because, let's have a look at these are the ones we're looking. The reason why we like to use Phantom Buster is because you can put in a search term, not just an industry. So for example, you could put in cocktail bars instead of just restaurants as an industry, and so you can get more specific with the types of search terms you're searching, and hence, in our opinion, build a better email list. There's lots of other tools out there that allow you to do a Google Maps scrape, and there's lots of other cheaper tools out there. Phantom Buster isn't particularly cheap, but that's the one we like to use. And you can use Apollo or Seamless AI or whatever other data source you like that is getting leads essentially through LinkedIn, right? And depending on your industry, this will change where you want to get the data from. If you're looking to go after smaller local service businesses like restaurants or tree trimming companies or this sort of thing, you're going to want to use a Google Maps scrape because that's where you're going to get the better data. If you're going after larger companies, and let's say you want to target the head of marketing or the head of HR at larger companies, you're going to want to find LinkedIn-based data, meaning that you're going to want to use something like Apollo or Seamless AI to scrape that data, because doing a Google Maps scrape, it's very hard to get those positions at those larger companies because their email account or their email address is typically not going to be on their website, which is where you're going to get that data from. So again, make sure to verify all your email accounts. So when it comes to what you actually say in these emails, you cannot try and sell your services. So just blanket rule, don't try and sell your services. You're going to either sell an outcome or you're going to provide a lead magnet. And below this video, there's going to be a link that you can download the copy that we're currently using that is working today. And here's some examples. So if you're going after plumbing companies and the service that they're providing is Google Ads and Yelp Ads, this is the email that's going out. And then this is going to be followed up with the second email, which is going to have that personalized video in it. So, hey, first name, would you be interested in a free analysis showing how many leads other local plumbing companies are getting and where they're coming from? Maybe some companies like these. And then we use AI to pull in their competitors. We reach out to a few businesses each month and thought you could be interested. Let me know what you think. All right? And then here it is again. I made you a quick video to put a face to the name, and this is where we're going to put in that Pitchlane personalized video. Another example might be, hey, first name, we connect blue-collar staffing agencies with high-quality employers and thought you could be a good fit. On average, we help agencies onboard 2 to 3 new clients each month. Let me know if this sounds interesting and we can tee up a quick call. So we're using an outcome-based approach, and again, we follow it up with that video. So if you would like to download all of these essentially examples of copy that we're using and working today, then there's going to be a link to that below this video where you can download that. Okay, cool. So now you've gotten to the point where you've got the sending infrastructure set up and you've probably got some email accounts warming. You've scraped some data, right, of the industry that you want to go after. You've come up with an angle, or you're copying some of the angles that we're using. And now you're going to write your video script, okay? So again, there's going to be another link below this video that helps you to write your video script. What I recommend you do is you take this and you copy and you paste it into ChatGPT or whatever your AI of choice is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to talk about the industry that you're going after and the types of outcomes that they want. So for example, if you were to reach out to breweries and you're going to say you can get them more corporate events, okay? Or if you're going to reach out to plumbing companies and you're going to get them more emergency plumbing leads, okay? Hey, I hope you're well. This is Hawani Taylor here. Sorry, I know it's a bit unusual getting a video via email, but the reason I'm reaching out is because of something you might be genuinely interested in. We help plumbing companies generate more high quality jobs, especially emergency plumbing leads like burst pipes, blocked drains, and urgent water heater issues. These are the kind of jobs that come in fast, pay well, and typically need immediate attention. And there's two reasons that I wanted to connect. Firstly, from what I can see in the market, there's a big opportunity right now for companies like yours to capture more of these high intent leads. And secondly, I can see you've got a solid reputation, and we only work with plumbers who do great work and can handle more volume. I wasn't exactly sure on the best way to reach out, so I figured that a quick video might stand out and show that we're real people behind this. So I'd love to unpack this properly on a quick call with you, just to see if the types of leads that we generate actually align with the kind of work that you want to take on. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate your time. Just shoot me a quick reply if you're open to chatting, and we'll take it from there. Thanks again. Okay, perfect. So that is the email script that you want to use. And as you can see, there's a few things in here that we say. Secondly, you've got a solid reputation. And when you say that and you're scrolling on their website, they make it feel like you've done some due diligence on their website. And this makes it feel personal, even though it's not necessarily personal because you're just shooting this video once. So again, you can download that below this video. Cool. So once you have downloaded it, there is a few ways to shoot your video. So I'm just going to go to Pitchlane now and log in. And you can see that we've made a lot of videos on Pitchlane. So these are all the campaigns that we've made and run through Pitchlane. So you're going to come in here and you're going to create new campaign, and you're going to call it test for YouTube. And you're going to either create a video using Pitchlane, or you can do what we do, which is essentially upload an existing video. So I'm currently using Loom. So we just go Loom, and then we click on camera only mode, and then we pull up the script as I had here, and you just read through the script, and then you're going to upload the video once you download it to your computer, and you're going to upload the video of screen only mode. Or you can go through here and you can make the video in here, but typically we do this Loom version. Why? Because we're often getting other people to make the video because we're doing outreach for our clients, and they don't need to log into Pitchlane. They can just make the Loom video and send it over to us. When you're shooting your video, there's a few things that I want you to think about, and here are the common mistakes that people make. They try to sell their services. People don't want to buy your services. Don't try and sell your services in the video. It won't work. Or you'll need to send out such volume that you'll lose the arbitrage opportunity unless your total addressable market is absolutely massive. Don't try and look too professional. Why? Because people smell it and it increases sales resistance. Naturally, it depends on who you're trying to sell to. If you're trying to sell to law firms, you probably do want to look a bit more professional. If you're trying to sell to plumbers, you probably don't want to look too professional because it will turn them off because they'll smell that you're trying to sell them something immediately. And don't try and make it too perfect. So many people just take ages to make a video because they want to make it look perfect and they're uncomfortable in front of a camera. And I totally get that, but honestly, it doesn't matter that much. And being imperfect almost feels more genuine. So what you should try and do is be a genuine human, trying to make a genuine human connection. So you're just trying to say, hey, hope you're well. Sorry, I know this is a bit weird, but I have something that I think could be quite useful to you. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to be genuine with it, okay? If there's a dog barking in the background or you spill your coffee, those are actually good things because they show that this is real and genuine. And you want to set this up such that you get a reply even if they're not interested in the offer. And people will say, hey, thank you so much for making that video. I really appreciate you taking the time. That was super cool. These are the replies we see all the time because we don't try and pitch in the video. We just try and make a connection. And what that does is it helps your reply rate on your campaign, which means your campaigns essentially get more positive signals from Google and Microsoft, and they last longer. You don't need to set up as many email accounts every so often, and you save money, and it makes your campaigns more effective. When you download your videos, you're just going to go into Pitchlane, and you are going to go into your campaign, and you're going to click Export Videos, and we just download them and then upload them into SmartLead. There is native integrations that you can build, and that is definitely one way to do it. Currently, we still just download and then upload them. Okay, so you're going to export the CSV. So when you download it, it's going to look something like this, and the variables that you care about is they're going to be the first name, the email, and this thumbnail embed, right? And so when you are in SmartLead and you're looking at your email copy, you'll see that we're going to use their first name, and we're going to use the thumbnail embed. And that is what essentially is going to put the thumbnail GIF or GIF or GIF, whatever you want to say, into, sorry, this one is going to put that into each of those emails that you send out. Okay. For our sending settings, we send 7 days a week, and I recommend you do also. We tend to get just as good results on the weekend. Bear in mind, we are targeting like smaller to medium-sized companies. And what that means is the decision maker is typically the owner, and an owner typically checks their phone on the weekend or is even working on the weekend. If you're sending to head of HR at larger companies, they may not be working on the weekend, and so like a 5-day sending may make more sense, but we typically will do 7-day sending. You want to send 5 to 8 emails per day per account. Okay, and what that means is when we've got a 2-step sequence, step 1 and step 2, you want to be reaching half of this, 4 to 8 new leads per day per email. Okay, 4 to 8 is what we recommend. You can go higher if you're getting great reply rates, but this is a safe number. And bear in mind, we're not sending plain text, as there's a video in this email, right? Which, as you know, does do some deliverability harm, but that is countered by getting high response rates because you've got a personalized video in this. So again, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you want to download the script to make the video, or if you want to download the exact angles that we're using, there should be links to that below this video. And if you've got any questions, just leave them below this video and I'll do my best to answer you as soon as possible.